Today is Friday, February 27, 2026. I'm Pastor Michael, and this is Wilderness Wanderings, an Advent edition on rest. Our scripture is Deuteronomy 5, verse 21. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You shall not set your desire on your neighbor's house or land, his male or female servant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. It is commonly understood that the fourth commandment, the one about resting on the Sabbath, is the glue that binds the 10 together. It reaches back, gathering our relationship with God into full expression on this day of joyous rest. Joyous, you ask? It was meant to be. As God delighted in his creation in Genesis, so his covenant people were invited once a week to delight in God's sustaining of his creation. However, this commandment also reaches forward and sets the stage for the last 6. The second half of the 10 explore what it means to love our neighbor, culminating in the prohibition against coveting our neighbor's possessions. It anticipates a peaceable household and neighborhood, and sets out a discipline of mind and a limit on accumulation of possessions that will serve that peace. Without this discipline and limit, neighborhoods get destroyed as coveting generates mistrust and sets neighbors against each other. Some have suggested that this 10th commandment is different from the others because it involves owning intent. But that is limiting the scope of the biblical language. In the biblical tradition, coveting includes both an attitude of craving and a forceful action to secure what is craved. Surely the commandment includes both the discipline, not allowing our minds to desire something that is not ours, and the limit, not taking something that belongs to our neighbor. House and wife are included in this commandment according to ancient understanding, not our estimation of them. House refers to all that belonged to a neighborhood household, which could include various buildings, animals, land, servants, and several generations of descendants. Wife should not be considered as property, but as belonging with the male head of the household. The poem regarding a noble wife in Proverbs 31 presents a severe conundrum for biblical interpreters. But it does give a sense of the value a wife might have in Israel, giving insight into why she is mentioned here. The entire list of items mentioned in this commandment refer to a household's economic viability, the means of production. In view is probably an agrarian village with many vulnerable peasants who lived with little margin for loss. 3 times the term neighbor is dropped into this command. It is all about respecting the neighbor, and by extension, preserving, honoring, and enhancing the neighborhood. As we enjoy God's sustaining graces on the Sabbath, we are invited to ponder what it means for us to help sustain our neighbors. Some questions we might ponder. How is my accumulation of possessions hindering the welfare of my neighbor? What things am I craving? What am I doing to promote the welfare of my neighborhood? Jesus reminds us that loving our neighbor is the second greatest commandment. This is not primarily a feeling of goodwill, but an active contribution to my neighbor's life on this planet. As you journey on, hear Jesus' invitation. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls.